start formulating a blueprint for recovery, the town leaders of Marion traveled this week to Charles City, Iowa, to share in the experiences of a similar farm community flattened by a tornado 14 years ago. On May 15th, 1968, the giant funnel cloud touched down and roared through the center of Charles City. Residents rushed for cover as the tornado slashed a 2-mile path, destroying or damaging 90 square blocks of town. 13 people were killed, hundreds more injured as buildings literally exploded from their foundations.
The devastation was just unbelievable. 1,300 acres right out of the business section of town.
With so much in common, it seemed only natural that Charles City should invite Marion town fathers to witness the before and after. A walking tour of the newly rebuilt business district revealed what $16 million in federal aid can do when a community is united.
All of a sudden after the tornado, that was not a problem. They put the plan together, they put a parcel together, and we bought it from the city and proceeded to build.
It's almost an insurmountable job, you think. But with a lot of hard work and cohesiveness, and nothing brings a community together better than a disaster.
Shula says before the storm, Charles City was going nowhere. Voters had rejected a major downtown urban renewal project designed to pump life into a dying retail business district. But the tornado forced the nearly 10,000 residents here to change direction and invest in the future. Today, Charles City has a new fire station, a multi-million-dollar shopping mall, new churches, a modern public library, and a first-class city hall complex. Were it not for the loss of life, city leaders would call the tornado a blessing.
Well, I'll tell you, it made Christians out of all of us. When that siren goes, we all take cover.
Unlike Marion, Charles City was without any tornado warning sirens when the twister struck. Now there are 4, paid for by private donation, and at our request, demonstrated in the same way they are tested monthly.
There were a lot of tears shed, and you're thankful that you're alive.
Karen and Jean Nygaard lost everything in the storm. After part of their basement collapsed, Karen was hospitalized with leg injuries. She also was 9 months pregnant, and only hours later delivered their second child.
We still ask each other about certain things, you know, that we think we have that's not there anymore. I mean, we did that for several years after the storm.
I spent hours one day looking for birthday candles, which I knew were in a coffee can someplace, before I realized that they were gone. It's a horrifying experience, and it's just something that you never forget. It's just something that can never be erased from your mind, ever.
For Karen Nygaard and Charles City, all visible scars of disaster have disappeared. But for Susan Hilliard and much of Marion, the fragments of a lifetime remain scattered for miles. Full recovery can be no less than years away. Frank Currier, CBS News, Marion, Illinois.
But you know, the